Hey, welcome aboard. I want to thank everybody. We have really made some gains in the last, I just, this is the second video I'm making in this run, and we have really had some activity in the subscriber end. So hopefully very soon I will be forced to make another splash screen for this, and then we'll set a new goal, and we'll thank everybody for making. I want to thank you right now. I do appreciate it. Even if we don't get there, this has really meant a lot to me. I appreciate it. What we're going to be doing for this one here is I got some feedback, and I don't necessarily want to say it was bad feedback. And here's the way I'm going to do things. If somebody comes in, even if they are insane, even if they are fucking stupid, if they don't make any threats, I am going to do everything I can. Now, if I screw up, I screw up. I do have health issues, and I apologize in advance if I do screw up, but I will basically do everything I can to protect their identity. But I am going to talk about some of the comments, and this way people know, hey, I am reading these things. I am reading them. And if I can, I will try to comment. If I think I can add something to it, I will comment on it. But somebody commented on it, and I just want to weigh in on that. And then, and that's pretty much what this video is going to be. Hopefully, it won't be too long. Okay, this here is my page, and I'm doing my best. I've got very limited setup on this. But this is my page. This is from a video. Now, if you do a little due diligence, sniff around my page, you're going to find this comment. As of this morning, it is deleted. Bro, you really got it messed up, in my opinion. We need a term limitation. We need term limitations, abolish parties, and any such thing as a carrier politician. This is such misinformation. Now he's talking about my video. You believe the television and Project Mockingbird. This guy, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not gonna try and pick on people like for this, but this shit is just, it's like at a third or fourth grade level. This is such misinformation. You believe the television and Project Mockingbird. I don't get that reference. Tells you to believe. Wake up. The only democracy that is right is destroying theirs. Okay, now this right here, I just want to say, is stupid. I'm sorry. This indicates a mind that is in need of some kind of mental disease treatment or something, in my opinion. I mean, I don't really know. And again, at this point, I'm not entirely sure if he's someone on the left or the right. As George Carlin used to say, there is a secret club, the Hollywood elite, and our elected public servants, mainly in the Dems party, that believe they are elite. They have never created one thing, been in office way too long. They want to see how a billionaire became a billionaire. Okay, I'm just gonna. You can read this because he's gonna go off where he's gonna be blaming Nancy, P. Maxine, and I don't know who he's talking about. Chuck Boy, I think I do. Adam Stiffs. Okay, now he's clearly showing himself to be one of these MAGA morons. And here's the thing, and I want to talk about the Carlin thing, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the videotape. George Carlin used to talk a lot about politics, and this guy is somewhat right. He was one that kind of showed it on both sides. He if he saw something he didn't like, he called it out, and he didn't really care what party it was. But the thing you have to understand with Carlin, and I'm going to see if I can find the video. Just give me one sec. Okay, what we have here is a quote from Brain Droppings by George Carlin. It's an actual quote from Carlin. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard this, might have been from his audiobook, but it's the George Carlin channel when I still had it, Sirius XM. I actually heard him say this, and this was a number of years ago. Would have been probably 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years before I got sick and lost my job. I was listening to it while I was at work. So if you hear something in this book that sounds like advocacy of a particular political point of view, please reject that notion. My interest in issues is merely to point how badly we're doing, not to suggest a way we might do better. Don't confuse me with those who cling to hope. I enjoy describing how things are. I have no interest in how they ought to be, and I certainly have no interest in fixing them. I sincerely believe that if you think there's a solution, you're part of the problem. My motto, fuck hope. And I just want to point out, I think Carlin is a good warning sign, a good buoy to let you know where problems are. Like I saw him in a stand up, and this was years ago. This might have been back in the 90s when he did this. He was talking about an incident with the New York police, and I believe it was when Rudy Giuliani was mayor. I am not positive on that. And he was talking about how these cops broke into a guy's house and tried to shove a lamp up his ass. And the result of that was the fact that they got sensitivity training. And he said, I got a rather wild notion. He goes, maybe if you're too stupid to know a lamp doesn't go up somebody's ass, maybe you're too stupid to be in the police force. And this video that he commented on, it was basically talking about the state of the Republican Party. And again, if you want to go looking, you can find it. I don't have that many in the political one. You can definitely find it. It's one of the newer ones. It's part of an ongoing series. But this is what I was getting at in there. And I also said, for these people that want to do term limits, and I don't know if it was in that video or not, but there's people out there that want to do term limits. And the problem with that is if you've got people out there that are too stupid to vote for a good person because they are not term limited and they're going to keep electing, I don't care if it's Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, whatever, if that is your theory, I'm not saying they're right. I just want to use that line of thought and kind of unpack it a little bit. If you think someone is voting for Nancy Pelosi because they're too stupid, or a Chuck Schumer, or a fucking Mitch McConnell, whichever party you want. If you think their problem is that they're too fucking stupid to vote for somebody that's really, really good, so we got a term limit on them, that doesn't mean they're going to vote for somebody good. That might mean they're just going to keep voting for fucking idiots. So term limits are not the solution. We have term limits. They're called elections. What we have to do is make voters smarter. And that's why, like, when I commented on this guy, I basically told him, I go, I hope you get the mental help that you clearly seem to need. I really do, because that would make him smarter. But I also firmly believe that a lot of these people, and I'm not calling anybody, I'm not calling him out or anybody, I'm not doing this is not a threat, this is not a call for action. It's none of that. But I do think some of these people that are in the MAGA party or the Republican Party, and probably some on the left, I don't think there's anything that's going to cure them except for embalming fluid when they die. I think they're going to be like this. I think you can lock them up. I don't think you're going to necessarily cure them. I think they're the way they are, and that's the way it's going to be. But yeah, that guy brought that up, and and the rest of it was all just bullshit, anyways. But I really wanted to tackle the George Carlin thing because I think that's a problem a lot use, and a lot of it comes from the right, maybe not all of it, but that's something we need to address and we need to work on. So if you got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I really want to thank everybody. I mean, seriously, the subscribers that are coming in, I'm starting to get some likes on it. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank everybody for helping out. Peace out, and hope everybody has a great day.